Are you looking for the best breaker bar in your budget? Well, in today's video, we break down the top 5 best breaker bar that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below, and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The 5th product on our list is the GearDrive 3-piece breaker bar set. There's not a lot to say about these imported CRV fork-style breaker bars. Their main utility seems to be that at least one of them will be compatible with whatever size sockets you happen to have. And at their bargain pricing, few users find the gall to complain. I would never recommend a tool set like this to a professional who relies on them for their income and reputation. But for the casual user who just needs to lag down a bolt or replace their lawnmower blade once in a while, the set should do the job. Don't forget to also check out our selection of the top wrench sets everyone is buying at the moment. Up next in the 4th place is the GearWrench 17-inch 1/2-inch drive 120XP flex head breaker bar. GearWrench deals the best long-handled ratchet we can find. It's 17-inch 120XP drive ratchet. The teardrop-shaped head contains 60 ratchet teeth with double-stacked pawls for more total positions and strength. The head flexes on its own pivot to provide easier access to any fastener. As a general rule, any ratchet has more weak points than a traditional breaker bar. GearWrench addresses this problem with the 120XP's double-stacked pawls, which both shorten the swing arc and add strength to the 60-tooth gear. The wrench's swing arc is a minuscule 3 degree, which becomes especially important at the end of the 17-inch handle. The pawls engage the gear alternately, reducing the incidence of shear. The head flexes on the handle, though it's unclear how much. Either way, the feature adds user comfort and utility. A burly inch drive finishes the tool. The GearWrench ratchet enjoys sparkling online reviews. It is a definite must-have for your toolbox. The 3rd product on our list is the TEKTON 3/4-inch drive X 40-inch breaker bar. TEKTON delivers the goods for the most rugged jobs and most stubborn bolts and nuts. If you work on big rigs, lifted pickups, rally trucks, and the like, or perhaps dune buggies, monster trucks, or submarines, this is the breaker bar for you. At 40 inches long, with an inch drive, you can stand well clear of whatever you're trying to loosen and heave-ho. A 230-degree pivoting head lets you yard on the tool at a wide variety of angles. The head is also spring-loaded to help you lean into your very long push or pull smoothly. The CRV steel handle can be wiped clean easily. An inch drive is the biggest in the business, as burly as it gets. For the most tightly lagged, fused, rusted, corroded, heat expanded, or just plain stubborn fasteners, use TEKTON's affordable 40-inch drive breaker bar. For more essential quality tools, check out our list of the best torque wrenches on the market. Second on our list is the Craftsman 15-inch breaker bar with 1/2-inch drive. Reviews contributed by other staff writers are usually edited and collated for clarity. But I think you'll see why I elected not to make any changes to this one. Gear-hungry editor-in-chief Seiji Ishii says, "When I went to my shop to take a picture of this Craftsman drive 15-inch breaker bar, I realized that this is one of my oldest functioning tools. I may have gotten it in the 80s in high school. Back then, I need the extra leverage to break sprocket and axle bolts free on an 80cc 2-stroke off-road motorcycle that I was rebuilding. The next big step in mechanical adventures was my first car, a Pontiac Behemoth with a 350 cubic inch short block that had seen better days. And I needed the breaker bar to bust bolts free with my 140-pound frame. More than a dozen cars and countless motorcycles later, the Craftsman breaker bar is still with me, supplying the needed brute force to spin the most stubborn bolts and nuts. This tool is at least 20 years old, and it shows no signs of stopping. No corrosion, no rust. The pivoting head still moves freely, and sockets stay attached. I cannot give a tool a better review than to say I predict I will pass this tool down to my daughter, and hopefully she lets me borrow it. That was pretty good, right? Over 3 decades turning nuts and bolts during a lifetime of vehicle abuse. If you met the guy, you would know. Seasoned with a little nostalgia and bound to be passed on to the next generation like the family jewels themselves. Maybe the greatest part about a Craftsman tool, the legendary warranty. If his daughter, now 7 years old, ever breaks this rugged artifact, they're certain to send her a brand new one. Finally, the top product on our list is the Neiko 15-inch 3/8-inch drive breaker bar. Neiko's 15-inch CRV breaker bar features a CRMO head that rotates just past 180 degrees. Its 15-inch length was perfect for me, long enough to deliver high leverage, but short enough to fit in my tool bag without sticking up like a flagpole. During my review, the Neiko was effective for a highly abrasive truck brake replacement. At its unbeatable price range, I had a hard time arguing against it. The Neiko's CRMO head is attached to the bar with a spring-loaded joint. In practice, this gave it a bit of play on the short axis, which was helpful for getting a turn started. Instead of instantly putting my entire weight into the bar, the spring helped the head flex slightly when I started pushing, which allowed me to lean into it more smoothly. You can adjust the spring's tension with the Phillips head linch pin. Testing went well. I was tasked to replace brake pads and rotors on my truck. I have no idea how old the existing hardware was. I bought the truck 60,000 miles ago, and this was my first brake job. A ton of highway miles and more than nominal off-road time had fused the caliper bolts, which felt massively tighter than their 129 FTLB specified torque. With help from aerosol penetrant and a heat gun, I eventually worked each bolt loose with the Neiko. I was happy with its length, which nearly maxed out my wheel well, but still allowed me room to work and delivered much-needed torque. I found myself bracing various body parts against the wheel well, scrambling for leverage. But the Neiko breaker bar helped me pull off the job successfully. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.